Hey everyone, welcome in. My name is Angie Norris and you're on my YouTube channel 60 and a Senior, where for the most part we talk about bookish things. And tonight we are going to be choosing books off of my unread bookshelves to add to my April TBR list. I want to try to read 7 books in the month of April. And one of them has already been chosen for me because I facilitate an online book club on Facebook called Always Booked Book Club. You can search it out and join it. It's a public group. And we chose to read Alice Feeney's My Husband's Wife, which was a new release last year sometime, I think. I cannot remember exactly when it came out, but My Husband's Wife by Alice Feeney. So that one is number 1. And then the remaining 6 books are going to be chosen from jar prompts by pulling a piece of paper out of this jar, and it'll have some sort of prompt or hint on it. And that will lead me to choose a book off of this list. So come back and stick around and let's see what we pick. Okay. Prompt number 1. Now, the problem with doing this from this jar is that sometimes my hand gets stuck, and I try to only get one prompt. I try to show it to you guys first if it's not upside down. Is it upside down? It is upside down. All right, what does that say? Oh, I got this prompt a few months ago. A book with an average rating of 4.5 stars and above. I do keep a list of all of my unread books, and I usually put the Goodreads rating on it. So let me go get that list and come right back and we'll see what my choices are. Okay, believe it or not, I really don't have too many on my shelf. I remember looking for these last time. So the prompt is a book with an average rating of 4.5 stars or above. Most of the books that I have are going to be just under 4.5. They're like 4 point. So for example, I have The Rose Code by Kate Quinn, which is a historical fiction, and it's a chunker. It is 4.45. So if you round that up, it's 4.5. This is a new release. This book Made Me Think of You by Libby Page. It just came out. It is a 4.48. This was a book of the month, and it was a book of the month for February, I think. Does it say? I don't know what month. It was just recently, so it had to be February or March. This book Made Me Think of You by Libby Page. This is, I would classify it as a contemporary women's fiction. And then same thing with My Friends by Frederick Bachman. It is a 4.48. Now, I have this one on hold at Libby, and I think I'm due to get it, but I don't think I'll get it this month. I wanted to do a tandem read with that. So I just finished a Kate Quinn book. What was the name of that one? Here it is right here. I just finished this one, The Alice Network. So I'm not gonna read a Kate Quinn one back to back. I need a little breather from that. So I'm gonna choose this one, Libby Page. This book Made Me Think of You. And let me read you a little bit about what it's about. It says, when Tilly Nightingale receives a call telling her there's a birthday gift from her husband waiting for her at her local bookshop, it couldn't come as more of a shock, partly because she can't remember the last time she read a book for pleasure, but mainly because Joe died 6 months ago. When she goes to pick up the present, Alfie, the bookshop owner with kind eyes, explains the gift. 12 carefully chosen books with handwritten letters from Joe, one for each month, to help her turn the page on her first year without him. At first, Tilly can't imagine sinking into a fictional world, but Joe's tender words convince her to try, and something remarkable happens. Tilly becomes immersed in the pages, and a new chapter begins to unfold in her own life. Monthly trips to the bookstore and heartfelt conversations with Alfie give Tilly the comfort she craves and the courage to set out on a series of reading-inspired adventures that take her around the world. But as she begins to share her journey with others, her story, like a book, becomes more than her own. So I love a book about books. So this will be it for that prompt. Come right back. I'm going to put the rest of these away and we'll draw another prompt. Okay, prompt number 2 from the jar. Then go down to the bottom, try to just get one. I think I just got one. Let you guys see it. Is it upside down again? Yep. A book about books. Oh, wow. That was that one. Do I have another one? Let me look. Okay, I don't have another book about books, and I need another book, so I'm going to leave that prompt out. I need to buy some more. And we're going to go back in for another prompt. Trying not to draw this video out this long. Just, oh, is that just one? Nope, that's 2. Put one of them back. Make sure it wasn't upside down. A book with a woman on the cover. A book with a woman on the cover. Stay tuned. Okay, I actually have more, but I just am whittling it down to these 4. This is a new release from Book of the Month that I just got. I hate it when they don't tell you the month anymore. I think it was February. The Secret Lives of Murderers' Wives. So there are women on this, by Elizabeth Arnott. So that's an option. I have a couple of Catherine Centers. Hers are typically romance, kind of contemporary romance. I have The Bodyguard and The Love Haters. And then I have one by Christy Woodson Harvey, which is a contemporary fiction, women's fiction set in the South. The Secret to Southern Charm. I haven't read a Catherine Center in a while, and I think I have these 2 books on my 26 and 2026 list. Let me look real quickly. I have How to Walk Away by Catherine Center on that list, which doesn't have a woman on it. So we're going to pick The Love Haters. I'm just going to pick that one. So that will satisfy prompt number 2, which was a book with a woman on the cover. Let me put these away. We'll come right back and draw the next prompt. Okay, we're going in to draw prompt number 3. My hand always gets stuck. Let me make sure I just have one. A thriller book. All right, I'm already got a thriller book, but let me pick another one. Hold on. Okay, I'm not gonna pull all of the thriller books that I have, because if you can see, I'm gonna back the camera up a little bit. This half of this shelf from here over and the bottom half are all mystery thrillers, because that and historical fiction. The other half of those 2 bookshelves are historical fiction. So those are my favorite genres. So I have plenty to choose from. Let me just pick 3 or 4 and then we'll choose one. Okay, I've got 3 here, and we're gonna read a little bit about what they're about, and then we'll decide. Lisa Jewell, I like her. I've read several of her books. This one is The Family Remains. So let me see what this one says. From the New York Times best-selling author of Then She Was Gone comes another riveting psychological thriller that begins early one morning on the banks of the Thames. Detective Inspector Samuel Owusa is called to the scene after a tour guide makes a shocking discovery, one that will unearth a decades-old crime linked to the unsolved murder of 3 people in a grand Chelsea mansion 30 years before. I'm not going to read the whole explanation to you because that will take way too long. The second one is Ruth Ware, One Perfect Couple. Lila is in a bit of a rut. Her postdoctoral research has fizzled out. She's pretty sure they won't extend her contract, and things with her boyfriend, Nico, an expiring actor, aren't going great. When the opportunity arises for Nico to join the cast of a new reality TV show, One Perfect Couple, she decides to try out with him. A whirlwind audition process later, Lila finds herself whisked off to a tropical paradise with Nico, boating through the Indian Ocean toward Ever After Island, where the two of them will compete against 4 other couples in order to win a cash prize. But not long after they arrive on the deserted island, things start to go wrong. After the first challenge leaves everyone rattled and angry, an overnight storm takes matters from bad to worst. All right, this is a kind of mystery thriller as well, and You Are Not Alone. Now, I have read this is a combo author, Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen. This one is You Are Not Alone. Let's see what this one's, does it have me a description? Does it tell me what it's about? The back of the book just says, you probably know someone like Shay Miller. She wants to find love, but it eludes her. She wants to be fulfilled, but her job is a dead end. She wants to belong, but her life is becoming increasingly isolated. You probably don't know anyone like the Moore sisters. They have an unbreakable circle of friends. They live a life of glamour and perfection. They always get what they desire. Shay thinks she wants their life, but what they really want is hers. And I remember the last book that I read by these two was a fairly quick read. I'm trying not to get really, really long books. You know what? I think I'm going to go with the Lisa Jewell, The Family Remains. This one is going to be set in England. It's 370 pages. Let's go with this one. All right, come back and let me put these away and we'll draw another prompt. Okay, here we're going in for the next jar prompt. Down in the bottom, trying to get just one. Oh, did I get one or two? Just one. Is it upside down? Nope. A book with gold lettering on the cover. Okay, I think I can work with that. Come right back. Okay, here are my choices. I've had this one on my bookshelf for a while. It's entitled The Stationery Shop by Marjan Kamali. This one is set in 1953 Tehran, and I believe it's a historical fiction, but the cover also says a powerful love story, so I'm not sure. This one was just gifted to me. This is a Christian fiction. It's entitled Nobody. I'm gonna say that that's gold colored lettering. And then this is a historical fiction. Well, I don't know that it would be classified a historical fiction. It's set in Charleston, South Carolina. It's written by Pat Conroy. It's called South of Broad. I think it is classified as a historical fiction. This book has been out for a long time. It's been on my bookshelf for a long time. I've really been wanting to read it, but it does have gold lettering on it as well. But it's a chunker. It's over 500 pages. I'm gonna not choose that one because of that fact that it's over 500 pages. So now it's down to the Christian fiction, which I do want to read, or the Stationery Shop, but the Stationery Shop is a quick read, I believe. Well, it's 300 pages, 312. So I'm going to choose this one. So let's read a little bit about what it's about. Or does it tell me? Oh, here we go. Roya, a dreamy, idealistic teenager living amid the political upheaval of 1953 Tehran, finds a literary oasis in kindly Mr. Fakhri's neighborhood stationery shop, stocked with books and pens and bottles of jewel-colored ink. Then Mr. Fakhri, with a keen instinct for a budding romance, introduces her to his other favorite customer, handsome Bahman, who has a burning passion for justice and a love for Rumi's poetry. and Roya loses her heart at once. Their relationship blossoms, and the little stationery shop remains their favorite place in all of Tehran. So maybe it is a romance. So I'm going to choose this one. Come back and let's choose another prompt. Okay, we've got 2 more to choose to make a total of 7 books. Get my hand stuck down in there. Can only choose one. I think it's upside down. There we go. A book with a purple cover. Stay tuned. Okay, I've got 3 or 4 options here real quick. A Certain Kind of Starlight by Heather Weber. Heather Weber is one of my favorite authors. You Don't Belong Here by Megan Miranda. There's some purple down here, guys. This is a mystery thriller. I already have a couple of mystery thrillers on my list. Mary Kubica, It's Not Her. The author's name is in purple. This is another mystery thriller. This was a book of the month that just came out in February of 2026. And then this one has purple on the cover. It's not a completely purple cover. Nine Perfect Strangers by Leanne Moriarty, I think is how you say her last name. I just picked this book up over the weekend. So it's fairly new on my TBR list. I need a little different change of palette. This is more of a contemporary Southern women's fiction. Heather Weber writes books that are mostly set in Alabama, and they always have a fantastical, magical element to them. So I'm going to choose this one, and I know it's on my 26 and 2026 list, so that's a plus. So come right back and we're going to draw 1 more prompt. Okay, last prompt. Going down to the bottom. Got 1. Is it upside down again? Yep. A Christian book. And guys, we just showed this one earlier. This is a Christian fiction book that my friend just sent me, and she sent me this beautiful bookmark with it that says Faith Over Fear. So that's it. I'm gonna choose that one. All right, come right back and we will wrap this up. Okay, let's go over the entire 7 books that are going on my TBR list in reverse order. Christian book, Christian fiction, Nobody by Creston Mapes. I've never read anything by this author, but my friend said that she read it and it was fabulous. The prompt for this one was purple on the cover, or a purple cover. Certain Kind of Starlight by Heather Weber. She's one of my favorite authors. This prompt was a book with gold, where was the prompt? I think it said a book with gold lettering on the cover. And that is Gold, The Stationery Shop by Marjan Kamali. I'm going to say it's going to be a historical romance. It's set in 1953 Tehran. All right, this prompt was a thriller book, and I chose Lisa Jewell, The Family Remains. This prompt was a book with a woman on the cover. I chose The Love Haters by Catherine Center. And this prompt was a book with an average rating of 4.5 stars. And that was a recent release by Libby Page. This book made me think of you. This is more of a contemporary women's fiction romance type thing. And this one was on my 26 and 2026, so that helps me out there. And then book number 7 was not chosen by a prompt, but it was chosen for me because of a book club choice, and that's My Husband's Wife by Alice Feeney. I started it last night, and I'm about 1/3 of the way through. It's a mystery thriller, and it's really good. It's a fast-paced read. So drop me a comment below and let me know if you've read any of these books, what you thought about them, and drop me some comments and tell me what you're going to be reading in April of 2026. I'd love for you to also subscribe to my channel if you've not already, and ring the bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. As always, thanks guys for watching my videos. This is Angie with 60 and a Senior, and y'all have a good night.